So, good evening, everyone. We are here today, a very different uh, program. Now, you would be wondering, what is this program going to be all about? Just fun, just friendship, just discovering each other, and just understanding that everything about Radical or everything that we are doing here is not just to be very serious or be very, you know, having our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions on our shoulders. And no meditations today, no guidance today, but coming from you, we are here, all of us, to literally become friends with each other. So if you read the note that I had prepared today in the morning, when I sent it to you, what did it say? Let's try and find out and feel that child in us. The child which Atman talked about yesterday, that was more to do with happiness. But I take it a step forward today and I say, the child who was naughty, the child who was very chirpy, the child who was very interested, curious. Of course, it may have landed them into trouble, but there must be reasons for the child to still remember it, for all of you to remember it with happiness, and at the same time, think about it in a very fond manner. And when you think in a fond manner, what happens? You generate a lot of positive vibes. Your vibrations and your frequency of operation is different. You enjoy when you remember that moment. But that is not about being attached to it. That is the fondness of the association that makes you remember it happily. Now, how many of us are willing to talk about it today? Raise your hands first. Tell me some moment in your life, because after that, I'm going to play a game with you. Today is a fun day. Tell me some moments of your life that you were either naughty or happy or played a prank on somebody, not a harmful one, but as a child, and you still enjoy the memory of it. Do we have such memories? Any of us? We have so many of us today here. Anybody would like to add? So I'll share one of mine. When I was young, and I'm talking when I was maybe about 6, 7 years old, and I used to visit my grandfather's place. He had huge farms, and land in the villages. And the boys would all climb up on the trees and pluck all the mangoes. So I felt very left out. So what did I do? One day I got a ladder for myself and I climbed and went and sat down on one of the big branches. Very happy with myself. And all the boys ran away, all my cousins. And there I was stuck on the tree, not knowing how to get down because they'd taken the ladder away also. And I'm screaming and shouting, and they're laughing standing below me. Then what happened? One of my uncles, he climbed the tree with me, for me actually. He plucked a lot of mangoes. He had brought a bag with him. And with that bag and the mangoes, we came down. And he said to everyone, these mangoes are only for Aarti. No one else gets a single mango. Can you imagine the glee on my face? Sitting, eating those mangoes, watching them watch me. And they could do nothing about it because my uncle kept sitting over there to make sure that nobody tries to take a mango from me. And today, after 4 decades, 5 decades. We still remember it and we laugh about it. Why do we do that? Because it was sheer joy. It was sheer happiness. It was just the fun of it. Anybody else would like to share something right now? Then we are going to play a game. Raise your hands, please. Come on, if you want to be on this forum, yes, Sharda, because you'll be coming here very often and we need to know each other. We need to love each other. We need to be absolutely free with each other because meeting offline is going to be very rare unless it is on retreats or some kind of workshops. So let's get to know each other over here. Yeah. So we've kept Friday for absolute fun. Today we're just doing 2 games. Next time it could be singing. We could all have people who are singers here sing for us. Why not? We're going to have a lot of fun on Fridays. So please come with that open mind that we're going to enjoy our Fridays. All right. Maybe for
Will be a beginning for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Sharda. Yeah. Tell me, Sharda, what do you have to share?
I can share so many, but the best thing I keep remembering my mother when she was making her first cake, the Christmas cake, and then we started licking. She went just into the room for something. And then we all 5 sisters, we are 5 sisters, and we just started licking the whole thing and finished. Even before putting it into the baking tray for baking it.
And how many of you got smacked for that?
No, we were, by our father, we got smacked. But mommy, she says, okay, that will give me an experience to make another one. Maybe something was wrong in this.
Oh, okay, okay. Great.
So she
great.
only asked us, how was the taste? We said, less sugar only.
Right. So, as I said, thinking about it right now, how does it make you feel?
Oh, I still laugh about it.
Yeah.
Still laugh.
Oh.
You know, there are moments, or we sisters also, when we have a chat, we talk about it. Can you remember? Can you remember? But we put when our daddy started screaming at us, we put the blame on each sister. No, I didn't start. I didn't start. So one of our sisters is very timid. Yeah. So she said, okay, I did it.
Okay.
But then when daddy smacked her first, so mommy came in the middle. She said, no, I only told them to eat, to taste.
Oh, okay. So she came as a defense for the protective mother taking care of her brood, as we call it, right? Now, look at it, all of us. Let's look at this. We're talking of fond memories, right? And every time when we are talking of healing, we only think of that part of us which has been affected or which is painful or which is troubling us, right? We forget to think about those good times that were also part of our growing up or memories or those little children who are there to be with us to keep providing us that happiness, that joy. Why don't we remember them? Right? So whenever we're trying to heal ourselves, it's an important thing to go back and get that child that brought us happiness. Sometimes that works as a big healing and a big resource for healing too. Yeah. I think Sagari, you had raised your hand.
Yes, I just wanted to share my own mango story. I think all of us have mango stories.
Oh, really? Wonderful. Yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. I remember as a child, you know, there was a mango grove next to our house. And I used to, you know, walk on the parapet wall. And one day, you know, there was this mango growing right close to that wall, and I picked that mango. And I remember my father being so mortified about it. He said, how can you take that? But I must testify that that mango tasted more delicious than any mango I have ever had. Yes. So, you know, that was like, I love just, well, to put it in thing, stealing that mango. That was, part of what contributed to its taste, I think. So anyway, it was great fun. It was really good.
Okay,
Yeah.
since talking, thank you, Sagari. That was really cute, actually. Yeah, oh, lovely. People are raising hands. Why don't we all talk of our own mango stories today? I mean, what I mean is something, if we all have mango stories, why not? I have another one, but I'll come later to it. So I'll go sequentially, whose hands were raised. Sorry. So Usha. Yes, Usha.
Yes, mango stories abound. We were kids, and I think I was the youngest at that time. We had three of our cousins and two of my elder sisters, and I think a ragtag motley crowd. And we gone to Madurai for a holiday where there was some ceremony, some Upanayam ceremonies or something. Of course, all of us crept away and climbed onto the low-hanging mango branches. Of course, I was the tiniest. So they had to help me, and I was a bit of a pain. But I was very useful because I was sent into the kitchen to get the salt and chili powder. So I felt very important. And it was a great thing.
Okay.
But quite apart from mangoes,
Yeah.
when we were kids in Pune, my father's in the army, we had a gardener who brought in tamarinds, which were red in color inside. That's very unusual. Normally they are light green.
Green, yes.
And they were the tastiest tamarinds we ever had. And for the life of us, we couldn't get that anywhere.
Right.
And taste was still in our mouths. But last year, when I went on a trip to Maharashtra, we found these same tamarinds. And it was so joyful to even look at them that I brought back some to share with my sisters again. That was a wonderful feeling.
Wow. So maybe it is a local produce of Maharashtra. Maybe it just grows there. We don't know.
Probably.
So possible about that. Thank you, Usha. Thank you. Thank you. That's very cute. Mango story. So let's go to the next, if it is a mango story. Geeta Arora. How about you showing your faces to all of you? It would be nice to see each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. Yes.
So listening to all these stories, not regarding mango, but I remember my college days in the 80s. I used to come from college. I used to just rush in the kitchen to take fresh cream. And I used to eat literally every day, putting some strawberry crush in it. And the same habit I remember when my children came in my life.
Yeah.
I began giving them the same, putting some strawberry crush in the fresh cream, giving with the bread slice or rusk or biscuits. So actually, I'm so fond of that sweet nowadays that since 1 year, my children say that, Mama, you're eating a lot sweets. That actually I love. I can't resist.
Yeah,
so that fresh cream, I remember.
I remember fruit salad, fruit cream salad or something. It used to be a very standard dessert when you went to any weddings or places like that. And I think all us children, as children, used to just go to that counter and finish off complete bowls of that fruit cream. It used to be so fantastic. So I am getting the flavor of it. Thank you so much. Geeta, thank you for that. It's wonderful. Yeah.
Since so many years, I am still fond of that fresh cream.
Wow. Great. Yes, Umaji.
This is not regarding mangoes. My relation, we were just sitting together and we started discussing कि automatic cars बहुत कम थी. और he said कि 3 होते हैं उसमें, clutch, brake and accelerator. I said नहीं, 2 होते हैं, brake and accelerator. He says no, shit लगा दो. मैंने कहा लगा दो. मैं कितने की लगाओगे? कहते 5,000 की. मैंने कहा ठीक है. Fair enough. So then I showed him. Somebody had a automatic car and I showed. I said, देखो, सिर्फ 2 होते हैं, 3 नहीं होते. मैं कहा लाओ मेरे 5,000 रुपए. And I earned 5,000 रुपए then. I felt when I still remember, start laughing over it. That
Uh-huh.
innocently he had to pay me 5,000 rupees.
Yeah, yeah. But as we're all noticing, if you notice, there's a genuine joy in us as we're discussing and talking about with each other, isn't there?
Yeah,
You're feeling good about it. And
yeah,
even the
good
people
one.
who are
Yeah,
not showing their faces,
true.
I request you today if you can show your faces, because today is Friendship Day. So we are getting to know each other.
You
We
are
are getting
Aarti,
to
you
understand.
are Aarti Gupta?
Yes, I am Aarti Gupta.
Acha. Okay,
Yes,
okay,
yes.
okay. I didn't know who Aarti is, but I read the name, but I
Yeah.
didn't know.
No, we
Okay.
have met over recitations otherwise.
Right. No, you were not seen at that point of time when we were in the
Yes.
recitation.
Now you see
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Great. So
Yeah.
yeah. Now who was next? Yes, Apurva, you have a story too.
As a child, I used to be very mischievous and I was really a prankster. I liked climbing the grills, and jahan bhi I was told ki upar nahi chadna hai, I used to climb that. So what I did was my grandfather, he was a medical representative. और उनके शेल्फ के ऊपर बहुत सारे मेडिसिन के पैकेट्स पड़े हुए थे and they were like rubber band से tie किया हुआ था. So what I used to do is and that was the office room. Nobody was allowed to go in there. And what I used to do is I used to go in the office room. I used to climb up on the shelf और उनके जितने भी मेडिसिन के पैकेट्स के रबर बैंड थे वो मैं निकाल लेती थी. And then later on in the evening, I used to go to my grandfather. He was bald headed. I used to tell him, look, I have found rubber bands for you for your medicine packets. So initially he was very happy because he thought, wow, I have more. Then finally one day he realized it, that you know what Apurva is doing. He's just giving me the same rubber bands, the same packets. And I used to tease him by saying that, should I make a ponytail for you? So I was really very, very mischievous that time.
Okay. Okay. So who's this? Rachna. No problem, Rachna. I understand, but please be with us and enjoy. And yeah. So ye to hua ye. Any more stories coming up? How about विद्या जी, आपकी कोई कहानी होगी? ज्योति, आपकी? रीनू, what about you? Bhuvna?
Aarti, I would like to just add one thing. It's so fun listening to stories also and bringing those smiles in our own faces again.
Yes. No, the whole idea, I'll tell you why. I mean, it's not just about fun, etc. The idea is that all of us have become so attuned all the time to listening only to knowledge and wisdom and spirituality and metaphysical messages. Sometimes the whole energy that is there within us, because of all the vibrations and frequencies that we are talking about, that we are dealing with, whether it is via meditations, whether it is by, open house or other platforms that we have, and, affirmations, etc., that are being done so beautifully by our dear Renu over here. And everything, what is happening is, there is a feeling and Soul Meta Place, there is a feeling in a lot of people, oh, I don't want to miss out on anything. I want to be part of everything, which is great. It is a wonderful feeling. But you know what? We are only trying to learn and absorb, but we're not trying to gain the wisdom that Radical is trying to teach us. So what is the wisdom? The wisdom is to be aware, to be in the now, to learn to live joyfully, which is not easy for any one of us. We keep finding reasons to feel non-joyous. I won't say unhappy, but we keep finding reasons which can be seen as, I have work to do, I have this to handle, I have that to do, I have no time for myself, I have to do so much of meditation, I have to spend 4 hours or 3 hours in this, etc. No. Whatever we are learning, whatever we are imbibing in Radical and this community that we have formed for peaceful progress. So what does peaceful progress mean? Think about it, simple words, peaceful progress. So progressing towards our greater good, our authenticity, our better version can only happen when we allow ourselves to go through the motions of every emotion. And one of the biggest emotions that we have to take care of is happiness. And not only happiness, to be able to absorb it in us. How can we absorb it? We can absorb it well when we interact with each other, when we talk to each other, when we are not just being either a mentor or a mentee or a client or a student, etc. We are all on the same platform. We are in the oneness of happiness. The only thing we have to do is to discover it. The only thing we have to do is acknowledge it. The only thing we have to do is live it. And what better way to start than by trying to bring back beautiful memories, joyous memories, naughty memories, happy memories of our childhood. Because we keep talking about healing all our inner children, right? Why not let the inner children heal us? Because these inner children, the happy inner children, are going to stay with us because we want them there. The only thing is that we are the ones pushing them in the background. We don't want to think about them because time nahi hai. Who can think about it? Or what is the point of thinking of something like that? There is a point. The point is you. The point is what you have to experience. The point is to bring back that joy in every nerve, fiber, muscle, tissue, organ of our body. And when we are in a joyous state, in a peaceful state, we progress faster, more smooth, and I'd say easy. You've seen a little child, right? It'll be crying one moment, but the next moment you say something funny, it'll start laughing and forget everything that happened before that. So let's allow our happy children to take us forward as little children with a lot of happiness. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know what I said just now. Yeah. So who's going to come next? Anything. It doesn't have to be mangoes. It could be any other happy memory that you have with you. Yes, Renu. Are you saying something, Renu? You raised your hand.
No.
Right. Okay. Your voice is not coming clearly, Renu. I think Geeta. Yes, Geeta raised her hand. Yes, Geeta.
Mentioned happiness, so I just recollected one thing when I teach yoga in my drawing room, and when I used to teach and then come back in the bedroom, my daughter always said one thing, that whenever you teach yoga and when you come and know, you're so happy. So I just recollected that happiness when you give something to some people, you actually get sorry, you get that happiness.
Yeah.
I feel
Absolutely.
when you give.
Absolutely. That is so true. Because you know why? Why do you think you get that happiness? Take a guess.
I don't know for what reason, but I used to be very happy. Like, I've given something the best to some people who are getting better health-wise. So maybe that reason.
Of course, because you have the knowledge of something, okay? You're sharing it with others unconditionally.
Yes. Absolutely.
And you're sharing it with a lot of love and care for them, right? Yes, there is an energy exchange. It has to happen because in any transaction of life, there has to be an energy exchange. Otherwise, a one-sided transaction will always ultimately land you into a situation of either stress or unhappiness, etc. It's like you extend your hand to shake hands with someone. And if the other person doesn't come back to shake the hand, how do you feel? You feel a lot of emotions. I won't try to quantify them, right? So in the same way, energy, you are giving that, and in exchange, what you're getting is okay. But what you are doing is with total love and dedication and care for them in integrity. So we don't realize it, but we do follow a lot of the radical principles in our lives.
Actually, the joy on my students' face made me joyous, I feel.
Absolutely, absolutely. So विद्या जी आप ठीक है, वीडियो ऑन मत कीजिए, लेकिन बताइए वीडियो का बस यही मतलब था कि हम सब लोग एक दूसरे को जान पाएं, और कोई बात नहीं है। आप बताइए अपनी कहानी, मैंने पढ़ लिया, आपने लिखा उसमें चैट में, बताइए। चलिए थोड़ी देर में बात कर लेंगे। Anybody else would like to add something, or we can talk of anything else?
I'd like to share something.
Yes, Bhuvna, sure. Lovely
So,
to see you.
yeah. So, in South India, Holi is not a very popular festival during our times. Like so, it was not encouraged by our parents. So we got together like 4 or 5 of the girls, and we went. One of my friends, she said that, you know, my parents are not at home, so we can just play the Holi, and you know, and before they are back, you know, you can just change your clothes, take a bath, and before they'll be back only in the evening. So we played Holi and all that with the neighbors and all of it, and we had a lot of fun. So then we said we are so hungry, just make something for us. So she got the MTR jamun mix. So she got this whole big tin of oil, a tin of ghee from her kitchen, and we were saying, "Are you sure you can make this?" And we were really small. We were in school, and then she said, "Yeah, don't worry. I'm such a pro at it. You don't know I can make jamun and all that." And then she made balls and she was frying, and they all opened up in the oil. I mean, in the ghee. And then incidentally, her mother came there. Her mother came there, and then she saw all the mess, and she began to scold us so badly, all bad words, and we ran away. we escaped from there. And then the next day, she wasn't talking to us for 3-4 days, and she said, "Because of y'all, I did so much of sacrifice, I got such scolding from my mother." And we still remember that, and we keep asking her, "Do you know how to make jamuns?"
Nice, sweet. Thank you.
Yeah,
Lovely.
yeah.
I'm so happy you're telling me this story, because look at the happiness on your face.
Yeah, yeah,
And just 2
yeah.
days ago, we were talking about, healing and deep love. Yeah. So
Yeah. Just
I
yesterday I was
I
crying to you.
I think this is a good recommendation. Every time you feel unhappy, think of the gulab jamuns. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So this was just a trial today to see how we feel about it. What do you think about this format? Abhi to we're just starting out, we are still got to develop it and take it as a friendship day, literally. So you can also, send me your ideas if you have. I'll open up the page for a short while, and maybe you can write over there what all we can do over here. Your suggestions are welcome, because this day, Friday, is not going to be a dry day. So we're going to have fun on this day. And the way to enjoy it would be to make it literally easy and effortless for all of us to be on the same page. yeah, to enjoy it. So who else? Vidya ji, आप अभी बताएंगे?
हाँ, हेलो आरती जी, नमस्ते।
Hello,
हेलो।
नमस्ते, बताइए।
हाँ, वो मेरे इसमें ना वो होस्ट इज नॉट अलाउिंग ऑडियो एंड ऐसे आया ना, इसलिए मैंने
अरे,
वो
ओ आपने मैसेज डाला
इसलिए
क्या?
मैंने ज्योति के यहाँ से मैंने अभी बात कर रही हूँ।
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा,
ज्योति के फोन से मैं बात कर रही
ओके ओके,
बहुत दिन के बाद मिल रहे हैं हम लोग।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
हाँ, वही हम लोग बचपन में एकदम छोटे से गांव में थे हम लोग। और मेरे फादर रेलवे स्टेशन मास्टर थे और बड़ा घर था, रेलवे स्टेशन का ही घर दिया था उन्होंने, 100 इयर्स मींस ओल्ड। और सामने इतने ट्रीज, इतने बड़े बड़े झाड़ थे ना।
हाँ,
और हम लोग 7-8 साल के ऐसे होंगे, लेकिन मैं तो बहुत ऐसा प्लेफुल, मीन्स भाई भाई के साथ मेरे खेलने का, हम लोग सब बच्चे लोग, हम लोग 4-5 भाई बहन ऐसे थे। और झाड़ पे चढ़ने का, इमली का, ये अभी उन्होंने बोला वैसे, और प्ले खेलने का बहुत, और झूला उसको झाड़ के लगा के उसके ऊपर झूला वगैरह खेलने का, सब गांव के, एकदम छोटा गांव था ना, सब गांव के लोग वगैरह आते थे, बच्चे लोग, हम लोग पूरा दिन खेलने का, कोई पूछते ही नहीं थे, इतना हम लोग एंजॉय किया है ना लाइफ। रियली बहुत अच्छा लगता है, मीन्स ओल्ड मेमोरीज ना। अभी
में
आपने टॉपिक निकाला ना, तो सब अच्छा दिन, वो मेमोरीज,
याद आया।
यस, एकदम
ना?
स्वीट
तो
मेमोरीज।
बिल्कुल वही है, हम लोगों ने खुली हवा देखी है, हम लोगों ने
एग्जैक्टली,
भागना देखा है, हम
सही।
लोगों ने एक दूसरे पे लड़ मर के चढ़ना सीखा है,
अरे
हम
सच्ची,
खुले में पानी जब निकलता है उसमें से
कुएं से
पाइप
पानी अरे हम लोगों ने सब लाइफ
नहाना भी
एंजॉय
सीखा
किया,
है।
सच्ची।
एग्जैक्टली,
और झाड़ पे चढ़ के स्टडीज करने का, एक एक कोना लेके अपना एंजॉयमेंट, मीन्स बहुत अच्छा। अभी
तो अभी जितने
थैंक
भी
यू आरती
यंगस्टर,
जी, थैंक
बहुत अच्छा लगा विद्या जी, आपने अपना ये शेयर किया, क्योंकि इससे काफी लोगों को, मतलब जो यहाँ पे छोटे हैं उनको
एग्जैक्टली।
शायद नहीं मालूम होगा कि हम
हाँ,
लोग चिड़िया भी पकड़ते थे।
एग्जैक्टली। अरे पैरट, कबूतर, कुत्ते लोग, बिल्ली, बाप रे, कितने सब बर्ड्स, एनिमल्स हम लोगों ने देखा है ना, सच्ची।
नहीं तो हम लोग चिड़िया कैसे पकड़ते थे? वी यूज्ड टू हैव अ बास्केट and have a stick in it, and that stick
एग्जैक्टली।
tied to a rope, and वहां पे उसमें चिड़िया का दाना डाला, and the birds used to come and eat there, so we would pull the stick out, so the birds were trapped. So we used to be very happy about it.
सही सही।
We used to do
और हम लोग
simple
लगोरी
things.
खेलने का, और बॉल से करने, बाप रे बाप रे बाप रे, क्या क्या गेम्स खेलते थे हम लोग।
Yeah, yeah.
वेरी नाइस, थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
तो विद्या जी, ये खुशी आप अपने अंदर अंतर मन तक ले आइए, उसी के साथ आगे बढ़िए, बहुत अच्छी जिंदगी है
श्योर
ना?
श्योर श्योर, या थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
बहुत अच्छा लगा आपने शेयर किया, थैंक यू,
यस
थैंक
यस,
यू,
हाँ, थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू। Or anybody else would like to share? Renu, Reenu, Shirisha, and Monideepa, Paramita, anybody? And I've opened up the page, Circle of Peaceful Progress. Please do put in your comments or suggestions, what all you would like to see on this page, because we are also going to ask you, maybe if you know poetry, or you want to read something about, which you have created and written, or singing, or discussions on a particular topic, anything that you would like to talk about, or even play games. So we can do all kinds of things, create, rooms and play games with each other. Because as I said, it's important that no matter what level we are in terms of students, level 1 or level 6, facilitator, mentor, student, it doesn't matter, because we're all together. We're all in the oneness of the consciousness of Radical. We're all together to enjoy every moment of what happens in our lives and learning from each other also. So this whole program that has been created on daily basis, we have something happening. This is the only day that you're going to have nothing happening, but everything happening, right? So I think for today, this is quite all right. Please do write your comments in the WhatsApp page. And yeah, we can take it forward from next Friday based on your comments. And I may open up the page on next Thursday or in the morning of Friday, and you can all tell us, what you would like to sort of feel and experience on this day. And this will also indicate your openness to be available for your own self, even if it is 15 minutes to half an hour on Friday. Just for yourself. Because here, there's no judgment, there's no expectation, there's only happiness to be shared. And that happiness will take us forward. Yeah? So thank you very much. Thank you for me. I was thinking the whole day today, what am I going to do today? I had no idea. So thank you for everybody for their mango stories and, and the cream stories and everything else. And we'll
Thank
make
you
it
so
all in-
much.
Yeah, we'll make
Wonderful
it-
session. Is there a session or what exactly? But very, very happy.
It's fun. It's a fun session. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
My daughter is also happy
Yeah.
hearing you all.
Okay. Okay.
And she
good.
always copies my pattern since her childhood. I didn't know, but actually she's saying wonderful. You're on the wonderful path actually.
Okay. Yeah. So let's continue this path because our our collective happiness and collective sharing of joy, as we all know, will always take us further towards increasing our own vibrations, our frequencies, our energies, and give us guidance, learning from each other. Yeah. So thank you very much. Enjoy your evening and see you next Friday.